Nicolas, if my parents were in the room, my father would be very proud, but my mother would actually believe every single word that you've just said. Thank you. Good evening. Buenas noches a todos. Before I start, and you're going to say, well, what else would the Mexican ambassador say? He's biased, but I would ask you to all recognize the very important contribution that Claudia X. Gonzalez has done to the World Fund tonight. It's never easy speaking at events like this, and I'm always reminded of what happened to a senator from New York called Chauncey Pugh. He was a senator for New York State at the turn of the century, and he was tasked in this city with presenting President Taft at an event very much like this, only instead of people in black tie, these were labor unions, so it was a much rougher crowd. And so Senator Pugh came up to the pulpit and started talking. He had a reputation for being a very glib and long-winded speaker. And he went on and on and on. And finally, at the end of his remarks, he says, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present to you President Taft, a man pregnant with integrity and pregnant with courage. And so President Taft comes up to the dais and speaks and says, well, if it's a girl, I'll call her integrity. If it's a boy, I'll call him courage. But if it's just a gas, I'll call him Chauncey Pugh. So I will try and be very brief tonight to avoid dangers like that. It is a great pleasure to be here with you tonight at the 6th Annual World Fund Education Leadership Dinner. I would like to congratulate Luan Zurlo and World Fund for the important work they do for the empowerment and betterment of our communities, and to thank them for the honor of this invitation to address you briefly tonight. The right to education of every boy and girl is an essential aspect for any country's development, and in Mexico, we have achieved important successes in past decades. Universal primary education, for example, is almost a reality, but many Gordian knots need to be untied, or as Alexander the Great decided to do in true executive fashion, need to be cut through. Many children are still not going to school or are dropping out at fast rates, more often than not because they need to work to contribute to their family's income. But many are also lacking quality education, and this is just as negative an effect. We need bold projects and ideas, intelligent, innovative, and visionary programs and reform to bring education to all corners of Mexico and the hemisphere. This can only be achieved through a true partnership between the public and the private sector, between governments and social actors, and with contributions and ideas from across the borders. Governments can do, and they should do a lot in favor of education, but the task at hand requires the full and active involvement of the private sector and civil society. Just like international relations can no longer be the sole monopoly of stuffy diplomats or international bureaucrats in today's increasingly globalized and interconnected world, transborder connectivity between businesses, NGOs, and civil society is especially relevant when they involve relationships as rich and as dynamic as the one between Mexico and the United States. If we mean to strengthen not just the bilateral relationship between our two nations, but also foster development in Mexico, civil society and the business community on both sides of our border will need to become increasingly involved and understand that they are key, if not the key, stakeholder in this partnership. This is why I believe that initiatives such as the one World Fund has undertaken for some years now are extremely important and very welcome. I want to acknowledge their effort and their contribution to giving more and more people the possibility to gain better education through their training programs. Ladies and gentlemen, José Vasconcelos, one of Mexico's most prescient intellectuals and someone who made enormous contributions to Mexico's education system during the first half of the 20th century, used to say that education and culture were the engines for people to gain consciousness of their problems, of their surroundings, and a means to lift the spirit and set people free. In a more contemporary way of saying this, or in a true Clintonian fashion, it's education stupid. Education was, in Vasconcelos' mind, the single most important factor through which Mexicans would become aware of their problems and find the solutions on a path of progress. His belief that education is the engine to create a more just society and to bring about social upward mobility, equality, and opportunities for everyone to realize their dreams is as true today as it was in his day. I hope more bold and forward-looking initiatives like this will spring and bloom, and that existing ones like World Fund will continue to consolidate and expand their activities for the benefit of our societies and for the economic development that will widen equality and bridge the gap between the haves and the have-nots. Thank you for your support of the projects that help quality education become a reality for many more Mexicans and for children throughout the hemisphere. And we should be very proud tonight of being the organ grinder to Luan's, the monkey to Luan's organ grinding here. Thank you for joining us tonight.